Hi there, Wizard! I'm Abner... Oh, you're that wizard. Anyway, I'm Abner K. Doodle, PhD candidate and special assistant to the headmaster. What does the special assistant to the headmaster do, you may be wondering? I'm basically Ambrose's gopher, but class credit is class credit. Today, I'm tasked with informing everyone about spellements. You may already be familiar with them, but allow me to go into more detail. Spellements are magical shards, actual fragments of spells that you can use to enhance or customize those spells. There are several ways to collect spellements, by completing quests, defeating certain bosses, or from some special events. You can access your spellements by using the spell writing button on the top right of your spell deck page. Once there, select a spell to upgrade. Note, there are multiple upgrade paths. Both are available to you at any time. Choosing one does not prevent you from doing the other. To perform an upgrade, simply select the appropriate tier once you have the required spellements, then press Upgrade. Keep in mind, upgrades are permanent, so make your choices carefully. If you specifically want spellements from a world you've already surpassed, find the Scales of Knowledge near the final boss to reduce your own level. This will once more unlock the ability to gain spellements from this world. Well, that's everything Ambrose's note says about spellements. I'll let you know if and when more information pops up. Until then, happy spell writing! Here, use these to get started in upgrading your first spell. Hey there! Abner K. Doodle, your friendly special assistant to the headmaster. He tells me you're ready to learn about cantrips. Full disclosure, cantrips are more of a Pigswick Academy thing, but I picked up a little during my exchange semester there. Simply put, cantrips are a field of magic that use energy, not mana, to cast, and are mostly non-combat in nature. Some call them fun magic. Okay, I'm the only one who calls them that. But let's make it a thing, if for no other reason than it really irks Cyrus Drake. But I digress. The point is, cantrips are magical spells that let wizards do magical wizard stuff that isn't pummeling someone into submission. You following? Yeah, you get it. You know who else gets it? My buddy Hampshire Buttersfield over at Pigswick Academy in Wisteria. He taught me everything I know about cantrips, which is admittedly only one spell, but it's a useful one. And now, I'm giving it to you. All right, you may have noticed a new button on your screen. That opens up your cantrips menu. When you press that button, you'll notice the Teleport to Buttersfield cantrip I just gave you. I just realized the only cantrip Hampshire taught me, and the one he asked me to give out, is the one that teleports you directly to him. Since he'll be your primary cantrips instructor and vendor, that's just smart marketing. So go on, use the Teleport to Buttersfield cantrip now.
What's all this then? A Ravenwood spy here to gather intel on their chief Spiral Cup rivals? Sound the alarm! Guards! Guards! Just kidding. I asked Abner to send any promising new students my way, so I was expecting someone sooner or later. Let's be about it then. Let's start by covering the 5 basic cantrip categories. Teleport, Flourish, Radiance, Ritual, and Sigil Support cantrips. Each category offers a little something different from the others. It's important to note that to earn cantrip XP, you must cast a cantrip spell that is the same rank as your current cantrip level. I could go on, but I'm predisposed to kinesthetic learning. So I vote we dispense with the yakety-yak and get to casting cantrips. Sound good? Brilliant! If you open your cantrips menu, you'll notice I've given you not 1, not 2, but 3 new cantrip spells. You're quite welcome. Just don't go getting accustomed to such charity. Most cantrips cost gold, you know. More about that later. Let's begin by taking a closer look at the 2 flourish cantrips I just gifted you, School Spirit and Flip. Seeing as they're flourish cantrips, the purpose of these spells is to add a splash of magic panache to the world around you. Let's start. Brilliant! Let's begin, seeing as for example, the school spirit cantrip casts a temporary magical manifestation of your school's emblem. Self-explanatory, right? Speaking of self-explanatory, the other floors cantrip you own is Flip. Bet you can guess what that one does. Flipsy-doodle! Now that we've covered the flourish cantrips, let's finish with my favorite cantrips category, ritual cantrips. Ritual cantrips are cast on special ritual objects to activate them, typically requiring multiple wizards to cast the ritual cantrip spell. Let's practice by having both of us use the magic touch cantrip I gave you to open this ritual chest. And that's that. You officially know how to use cantrips. I have cantrip spells for sale, and will have more as your cantrip level increases. Speaking of, I cannot wait to tell you about sigil support cantrips. But that'll have to wait. Until then, enjoy using cantrips.
Hello? How did you get down there without me noticing you? Oh, you're after parts for the submersible. I've bad news then. It's been a relentless assault since we arrived, and now we're in a bit of a jam. Some dastardly saboteur has untethered our dirigible, the SGS Explorer. We kept our supplies on the dirigible, including submersible parts, to keep them from the water moles, but now the dirigible's gone. Suspecting the worst, we sent a search party after it, but the sea spirits bedeviled us and kept us from searching. If you're willing to help, you're my new best friend. I'm tapped for resources, and I'm so weary. Could you go and roust those blighters? But don't worry about hurting them. They're just adamant seawater. They reform in a jiffy. Excellent work. They're certain to come back, but you've bought us some time. You know, it occurs to me that if we did something to calm the sea spirits, they'd leave us alone. There's an altar down the way that seems to be devoted to the Storm Lord, some sort of patron to the sea spirits. When we arrived on the beach, we saw that the water moles placed pieces of sea foam crystal on the altar. Now the sea foam crystal is gone, and I noticed that the sea spirits leave the water moles well enough alone. Perhaps we should follow suit. Can you go and scavenge up some seafoam crystal from the beach and place it on the Storm Lord altar? I hope that did the trick. The sea spirits are only part of the problem, I'm afraid. Some wild animals of a type we call jungle tooth are raiding our camp. Could you go and see what can be done about those fierce animals? They've two leaders, Wild Crag and Bristleclaw. Defeating those two should show the rest of the pack that we're not to be trifled with.
hound is the loyal friend and the defender of the hearth. It is a sign of the follower and of groups, of loyalty, and a measure of how the wild may be tamed.
I wish I could have seen it. Hopefully, the rest of the Jungle Tooth pack will give us a wide berth now. While you were away, I saw a signal flare from the jungle. That must be from Captain Fogg, who went looking for the explorer. Captain Fogg went to speak with the water moles to see if they had seen the dirigible. Their leader, a fellow named Tupa Tawa, should be happy to help you find the captain.
Outsider, we have your sky captain. I am called Tupatawa. I am speaker for Water Mole Tribe. I cannot speak to you now. You are a wizard, and I cannot trust your words. I had magic stick to protect me from wizard words, but stick was taken by Galwok, big chief of water lurkers. If you bring me back magic stick, I be willing to speak with you, wizard.
You will not take magic stick from me! Galwok using it to break open shells!
Now have magic stick. We safe to talk. Now have magic stick. If you want Captain back, you must help water moles. Jungle Tooth stole our sacred idols, took them into the jungle. Water moles afraid to go look for them. You not afraid? We watch you fight Jungle Tooth before. Now you go find water mole idols and bring back. Them all back? I almost believe you friends with Water Mole Tribe, but you're not there yet. Jungle Tooth still trouble our village. If you go and fight them, they think you one of us and leave us alone. Tangletooth still a threat. They led by old wild tree called Tangleroot. You go defeat Tangleroot, and we ready to talk.
You do not belong here. You have no roots. I will bury you.
You do good favor for Water Mole Tribe. We speak as friends now. If you seek Sky Captain, you must follow trail up towards place where skyfish fall from sky. You not know of skyfish trouble? Big silver skyfish drift over Water Mole Village, then fall. Boom! Our people suffer much when this happened. Go and speak with Konokala. He a brave warrior. He tell you what must be done.
Tupatawa say you friend to Watermoles now. If you true friend, you help us. Skyfish fell on Watermole food stores. We need more food to survive. Jungle to take our food and leave it on Blue Sky Beach. You please go to Blue Sky Beach and bring back food stores.
You looking for source of problem? Big skyfish fall on village, cause much trouble. Waterfall spirit coruscate very upset. You go make peace with it.
Greetings, Solid One. The skyship has poisoned my waters. If the waters are not purified, this jungle will die. To purify the waters, I must have some sacred wood from the jungle thorn trees. Go and fetch me some. Thank you. Now you must take the sacred wood to the Watermole Shaman, Tupatawa. He must craft for you a sacred bowl. Bring it back to me when you have it.
Waterfall Spirit Coruscate send you. I make bowl for you.
short time, Tupatawa crafts a bowl for you out of the sacred bark.
Now take back to Coruscate, so he can fix water.
This will do. I have filled the bark bowl with my heart's water. It will purify the lake. Take the bark bowl to the edge of the lake and pour it in.
You pour the purified water into the lake.
You have done well. You have done well to restore this land. Now you can rejoin those who came on the Skyfish. They are loose throughout this area. Cut through the jungle and find them.
Rescue at last, and from the most unlikely of sources, a wizard. Oh, you're looking for submersible parts. Well, look around. When the Explorer crashed, they were scattered everywhere. When you've gathered them up, you should head down to Celestia Base Camp so they can repair the submersible. You're a sight for sore eyes. I'm afraid the Explorer won't be skyworthy again, but salvage is still to be had. Those rubble rousers are an unwelcome complication to any possible salvage operation. Can you thin them out somewhat? Dealing with them will be of help to all, explorer and water mole alike. You've done us all a good turn. No one will be missing those troublemakers.
You got the parts! Bravo! You're clearly without fear. No member of our expedition could have achieved so much in so little time. Is it possible for you to go to the Hippodrome in the area called Stormriven? Speak to a man named Leland Hopkins when you get there. He may know where Thurston Plunkett has gone, and he'll be ever so grateful for your assistance.
What? Hey now. That's it. I've had it. The last thing this place needs is a wizard running wild, blasting everything in sight. I'm not sure what help you think you can be down here. We're in imminent danger of drowning, thank you very much. You know, it's because of your ilk that we're in trouble. Our campsite was attacked by some kind of ghosts. Ghosts! If you want to make yourself useful, see if you can find the missing parts to the water pump and fix it. Do that, and we'll talk.
I say, I hate to be a bother, as you've been a tremendous help, but there's a matter I could use your assistance with. 3 members of my dark crew have wandered off into the jungle, and I fear the worst. They just disappeared mysteriously, one by one. I can't imagine why they left, but I fear all manner of deviltry. You seem to know your way around here. Any chance you can go and rescue them? The water moles could certainly use any help they can get, though they're too proud to ask for it. Those fierce jungle tooths, or would it be jungle teeth, are menacing their village. Can you help out the water moles by defeating a pack of the jungle teeth? Oh, you know what I mean.
You bring back Watermore food stores. You true friend. Some of Watermore tribe drink poison water from Skyfish Crash and go crazy. They running wild now. Threat to all of tribe. Crazy Watermoles must be stopped, but we have no heart for it. If you true friend to tribe, you defeat crazy water moles for us. You do good for tribe. It's hard to fight brothers, but they gone crazy. Cannot help. Some more of our warriors drank poison water. They're not crazy yet, but will be. Crazy not come from just water, but from evil spirit that live in head. You help us again, yes? If you help,
Go and bring back magic water from waterfall called Coruscade. My water is not enough. If you wish to help the warriors, you must gather these things. Sacred bark from jungle thorn trees, and magic stones from rubble rousers.
you found needed things? Now you gather bark, water, and stones. You ready to confront true source of problem. Now you use magic torch. We'll guide ancient evil one called Soul Terror to this place. When Soul Terror appear, you fight him. Best to win this fight.
Who summons me? Before I was only a spirit in the mind. Now I am madness made in fearsome flesh. You are best friend water moles ever had.
Thank you. I was just working, and I heard a flutter. Next thing I knew, I was in the jungle. I'll head back to camp now.
Goodness, whatever am I doing here? The last thing I remember was seeing a bloodbat coming toward me.
Gadzooks! Those pesky bloodbats mesmerised me and drew me into the jungle. I could have been killed.
Astounding! You're a lifesaver in the truest sense. That should help things out considerably. Those bloodbats will pose a menace as long as they're out there. Can you help us out? Thin out the bloodbat colony a bit? Now that you've dealt with the Jungle Tooth problem, go let Chief Makemoa know that things should be better now. To impress him, you should pay your respects at the tiki that wards the gates of their village. Just go and bow before it, then enter the village. Chief Makemoa will appreciate the sign of respect.
You bow respectfully before the guardian tiki. It gives no response.
I watched you bow before guard Tiki. It's just statue, but I'd like you show good manners to our ways. Your help with Jungle Teeth is much thanked. They long trouble us. The floating land better off without them. Go and tell the Dockman that our friendship is repaired.
Thank you so much. Your show of respect will do much to repairing relationships in this difficult time.
You find a strange carved totem on the ground. You pick it up. Maybe it can be of use to the expedition.
That's not a Celestian artifact. It must belong to the water moles. I'm sure they'd like it back. I suggest you take that thing to Tupa Tower, their shaman.
You bring back lost spirit totem. Truer friend of water moles there never was. Good you found, totem. Old magic in that will be of help to you and sky people. Totem is cursed, cause much misery. It was not this way always. Bloodbats were not menace before. Now they must be appeased by offering of fire. Sacred fire went out when skyfish crash. You help restore peaceful time to water moles and to sky people. If you light village fire with sacred fire and throw cursed totem into it, bloodbats become happy and they leave us alone.
Tupa Tower hands you an unlit torch and gestures toward the sacred fire.
Water moles suffer much at claws of our enemies, but we're ready to fight back. We need spears to fight, and crazy watermoles take good spears and use them against us! If you want to help us, go and take spears from crazy watermoles. We need 2 handfuls spears for our warriors.
You light the torch with the sacred fire. You light the village fire with the torch bearing sacred fire. A moment later, you throw the cursed totem into the fire.
Curse over now! Peaceful time soon to come.
You get our spears from crazy watermoles. We pleased to have them back.
What? You fixed it? But how? Are they teaching Plumbing 101 there at Wizard City? One of our biggest problems is that we're unable to get the Celestian power generator up and running. We almost had it, but the Celestian ghost attacked and took all of the power crystals that the generator needed to run. If you're as skilled an electrician as you are a plumber, perhaps you could be of help. Track down the Celestian remnants that took our power crystals and get them back. Then see if you can restart the generator.
jungle.
Now you will have to go outside to throw the lever that activates the generator.
Are you there? Touch that and you'll answer to me.
You throw the lever, and the Celestian power generator begins working once more.
You surprise me, wizard. I'm impressed with what I've seen so far. Perhaps I've been unfair. Fresh start, then. As you know, we're trying to sort out a way through the portal leading to the Lunarium, the astral school of the moon. The portal pieces were scattered throughout the area, and most were buried beneath the waves. If you'd like to be of further help, you could gather them up. I'm no wizard, and confess that I'm afraid to touch them. That's not all of them. Judging from what you found, there are at least 2 missing pieces of the portal. Those Celestian remnants seem interested in them. Their leader is Alaric Moonsunder. He's in the ossuary. If Moonsunder is willing to speak with you, maybe he can tell you where the missing pieces are.
I sense in you great power. You are not with the expedition or with Morganth's invaders. The Celestian Wardens have long held the line against the Morgantine invaders. Even the sea could not quench our fire. When the Dark Queen of the Shadow Web came to Celestia to learn our magic, she was sent away by our wizards. She returned to take it, and our army met hers on the field of battle. We were undone by an unreliable ally, the Storm Titan. The Storm Titan pulled Celestia beneath the waves, ending the war and hiding Celestia from the spiral for once and all. Eons later, we are still locked in a war we cannot win. 2 warring planets orbiting an ever-burning sun. I sense that you wish to learn the secret of Celestian magic, and that you have been proven worthy. My counterpart among the Morgantine forces is Kerelak Nightspinner. Go and speak to him. He will tell you more.
You are no Celestian. You must have spoken to Alaric Moonsunder if you sought to speak with me. Though we are enemies, we respect one another. If you seek the lost pieces of the portal stone, we can help one another. I do not know where they are, but I can find them. But I am unable to aid you without my Shadow Seeker medallion, a magic talisman that lets me find whatever I seek. It was cut from around my neck in the midst of battle by Alaric Moonsunder himself. I cannot find it now. An ironic fate. If you can find and return my Shadow Seeker medallion, I will use it to give you what you seek most.
The Kraken lurks within the deeps of the ocean, tendrils bringing doom and woe to all. It is a sign of evil and death at sea, of dark possibility, and the wild unknown of the deep. You find a piece of what might be the Shadow Seeker medallion. Maybe Alaric Moonsunder knows what happened to the rest.
Kerelak's medallion. I remember in the savage dance of battle, striking with my blade and cutting it from his neck. He did not notice, but his men did. They scrambled for it as if it were gold, taking the pieces for themselves. I assumed they would return them to their master when the battle was done, but they are without honor. If you wish to recover Kerelak Nightspinner's Shadow Seeker medallion, you must claim the pieces from his men.
It cannot be! You have returned that which could not be found! You have returned the pieces of my medallion, but it is still broken. Can you place it upon that nearby pedestal? That will restore its energy flow and enable it to be of use to us. You have restored my Shadow Seeker medallion, and with it, my power is restored. You think you seek the missing portal pieces, but you are wrong. If you came to this sunken place, it must be in search of your doom. Did you really think I would put aside centuries of hate to help you? The irony is thick. You have given me what I sought most, my own destruction.
When Karalak Nightspinner falls, he drops a piece of the Celestian portal.
You've got it! That can't have been easy to find. You've got all but the last fragment of the portal stone. Don't be discouraged. It's more than any of us got. As you know, much of what we do is dig around in search of broken bits and fragments of things, usually far less important. You've earned a rapport with the Morgantine soldiers trapped in this place. It's quite remarkable how you did that. I've spoken with one of them, a fellow named Vasek Shadowspite. Don't let the name fool you. He's quite friendly. Go and speak to him in Storm Riven Hall. He might be of help finding that last portal piece. From everything we've pieced together, all of this calamity was provoked by the invasion of the Shadow Web forces. All we know about the Shadow Web is that the Celestians hated them, and that it sounds scary as all get out. We may be able to befriend the Celestian ghosts if we demonstrate we're no friends of the Shadow Web. To that end, can you go and defeat a number of Shadow Web conscripts, mercenaries, haunts, and wraiths? You should be able to find them all over this region. I studied military science in university, and I'll admit that I've seen nothing like the weapons the Morgantine forces use. Ghost weapons are something I've wondered about for a long time. How can they hurt the living? Could you gather some of their weapons? You'll likely have to take them from the Morgantine conscripts.
We have fought this war forever, and we are bound by forces of the darkest magic of the Shadow Web to continue to fight. I beg you to help me and my men. You do not belong to Morganth's army, but you are not Celestian either. We were commanded to never surrender to the Celestians, no matter how long the war lasted, no matter what happened. But you are no Celestian, and if we lose in battle to you, we will do so with our honor intact. My men would like to end our eternal struggle and do so like soldiers in battle. Can you defeat my men and send them home?
You don't look Marleybonian, and you're no Celestian. The one named Leland Hawkins sent you? Very well then. I will aid you in recovering the remaining portal piece. Long ago, when the portal was broken up, the final piece was taken and given to a being called Tempest Stormfist. Stormfist is a servant of the powerful Storm Titan that sunk Celestia beneath the waves, and he is dangerous beyond measure. Storm Riven Hall had 3 gems called the Storm Shards. When together, they called the Storm Titan's avatar. After Celestia sunk, the Storm Shards were taken by Waterlurkers and Morgantine soldiers. One of them was lost in rubble. If you can recover the 3 lost Storm Shards, bring them back and place them within the carved Kraken statue. Very impressive. It's good we never fought one another. You must first use the moon dial to charge the storm shards, then place them upon the altar. After that, Tempest Stormfish should appear, and you must defeat him. He will likely have with him the final piece of the portal. He needs it to manifest completely in this world. When you've defeated him, go and tell Leland Hawkins that I was of aid to you. If you're eager to sift through the rubble of Celestia like the Marleybonians are, I can help you. A while ago, some of my men found an old Celestian wand. The thing was still charged with power. They fought over it, but ended up abandoning it. None of them had much use for it after all. Check out the ruins near here and see if you can find the thing. Consider it a gift.
The ground looks disturbed in this area, as if something was buried here and has been recently removed.
No luck then? I apologize for wasting your time. If the staff wasn't in the ruins, there's only one place it could be, the Cave of Night. It's a bit dangerous, though. A lot of those strange wingfish lurk around the cave, and they're rougher than they seem. I'm sure if the Celestian staff wasn't in the ruins, it'll be in that cave. Found the staff? Good. You've earned it.
You charge the storm shards by placing them on the moon dial. They soon glow with power. You fit the storm shards into the altar. Electricity starts to build in the air around you.
Who dare summon the avatar of the Storm Lord? I will destroy you for this insult.
Tempest Stormfist disappears, leaving in his place the final piece of the portal to the Lunarium. But it is cracked. The loom weaves cloth for robes to wear and sail to set to the wind. It is the sign of civilization, of manufacture, and beauty and craftsmanship.
You've recovered it, but, oh, something doesn't look right. Not all is lost. I'm sure we can get that portal piece fixed up in no time. Head to the Astral Archive. The archivist should be able to help you. What else is it for, if not that?
I am the Archivist, a construct to aid research in the Astral Archive. I sense the presence of a damaged section of the Lunarium Portal Stone. If you wish to restore it to full function, please follow these steps. First, place it on the Preceptor of Contemplation to study its current condition. Second, consult the Preceptor of Contrivance to determine the method of repair. Third, place it in the Preceptor of Confirmation to restore it to its original condition. Finally, repeat the following incantation to align it with the remaining pieces of the Lunarium Portal Stone.
The Archivist teaches you an incantation in the ancient Celestian language. You say the words of the incantation, and the portal stone gleams as if filled with moonlight.
I sense that the Lunarium Portal Stone has been restored to full integrity. I recommend you restore the Lunarium Portal Stone to its correct alignment within the portal. To do so, exit the Astral Archive and proceed in an orderly fashion to the area currently designated Celestia Base Camp.
You restore the pieces of the Lunarium portal, and soon it shines invitingly.
doubtless a welcome sight to see. Now that the portal is active, it's your chance to enter the Lunarium and see what's inside. If you find the Moon of Celestia and bring it back, we can finally unlock the keys to the Astral School of Star Magic. I'm thrilled for you, but be careful in there. No telling what's inside. The Lunarium is bound to be protected by those stellar protectors, at once a challenge and an opportunity. You're no doubt quite able to deal with those constructs, and their role in defending Celestia is long redundant. Thurston Plunkett told me that the Lunarium proper holds 2 massive statues of Celestia protectors. All protectors are guided by 2 statues. They contain the Lexicary Celestia, the guide to Celestian technology. Could you defeat a few Celestia protectors, collect an intact sensorium, and present it to the statues? When you're done, bring the sensorium back to me.
You have proven your worth in battle, but can you use your magic in the name of peace? Eons ago, Celestia did battle with powerful forces of evil. We won, but barely, imprisoning rather than destroying. Our enemies were bound and imprisoned within the Hippodrome pylons, and now those old bindings are coming loose. If they fall, the evil bound within will run free and unfettered to do great mischief throughout the spiral. We have need of a powerful wizard to summon and defeat those within, to ensure that they do not escape. Can you do that thing?
You focus on the pylon, but it doesn't seem to be working.
It is as I feared. The evil forces within are drawing from their bindings, and can resist being summoned. There is little choice but to draw magical energy from the Morgantine ghosts who roam this area. If you defeat them in battle, their spectral energy will cling to you, cloaking your life force. If you are charged with enough of it, you will appear to them as if you are a ghost. Return to me when you have defeated a handful of Morgantine ghosts, and are cloaked in their spectral energy. Now you are charged with spectral energy. To one such as me, you appear to be one of the undead. It will not be enough that you appear as one of the unliving. You must be masked in a veil of power. Go to Storm Riven and invoke the head of the Kraken within it. That artifact is charged with the Storm Titan's power. It will blend with the spectral energy surrounding you and make you appear as an avatar of the Storm Titan. If you do this thing, the evil forces within the pylons will not resist your summons.
You invoke the power of the Storm Titan. Lightning flashes in your eyes. Thunder rolls in your ears.
You are ready to confront the evil forces that menaced Celestia long ago. Go and invoke them once more, and be victorious! There are 5 pylons now. It is worse than I imagined. The evil has been compounded. You may summon the forces within at your leisure. May you send them back whence they came.
They did not go to their final resting places? Something is very wrong. I know what is keeping us bound here. It is our leader, Aractus Duskweb. He was one of Morganth's most loyal followers. While Duskweb is around, we cannot escape to the peaceful rest we have deserved for so long. He knows this, and knows what we would do to release ourselves from the curse he has us suffer. You must find Aractus Duskweb in his lair, and when you have done so, defeat him and set us free.
I imagine that must have been rough defeating all of them, but the place is the better for it. You have done well, and hopefully brought a semblance of peace to these sunken walls. Incredible, ethereal, and yet so deadly.
I know why you have come, lackey. You will not win their freedom. We will fight until time itself expires.
You have done it! I feel the binding that keeps us in this place has released! I will tell my men that we can go home soon. You have our gratitude.